my parents that I shit in the stall and I need them to come help me clean it up.
That is fucked. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I did not think that these stories would be that bad. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is SpinShootImpress and/or Brandyn, and welcome back to another episode of Real Sensitive Guy Hours. This is episode 20. That's right. 2 fucking 0. Boys, Jesus hold on. Christ. Let's get a round of applause for 20 fucking episodes.
2020.
I was gonna say Jesus double digits, but it's been that for 10 episodes now. So ignore me.
Jesus.
Oh my god. So we've
double digits with a 2.
We've been doing this for more than 20 weeks, which is insane. So literally 5 more times of us doing this amount, we're gonna be at episode 100. What are we gonna do for episode 100?
I thought you literally just said 5.
I say we do something where we're all in the same room. Get like 4 mics all in the same room.
We should have a live audience as well.
Dude,
we should do it like I don't know.
That'd be tough.
We should do a live audience.
Okay. All right. When does episode 20 happen this year? I mean, episode 100. Sorry.
So let's do that math. That's gonna be 80 weeks. 80 weeks.
So it happens next year.
Definitely next year.
Yeah.
Because what is there?
We could always do specials.
60 some weeks in a year.
52,
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
We could always do some specials. So like when certain holidays come around, like 4th of July or
we're fucking geeks, bro. Our specials are conspiracies and hats. That's all we got. That's all.
Okay.
If we continue to be trapped inside, I'll do whatever special though.
Like, I mean, think about it. When Thanksgiving comes around, Wednesday falls the day before Thanksgiving. So I mean, what are we gonna do then?
We might be having to watch a live stream of 4th of July this year. Like,
that sucks. I mean, but I definitely think that, like, so here's my idea for this. We have a live episode of Real Sensitive Guy Hours for episode 100. We have a whole crew of people as our live audience, and we'll kind of treat it as a party, and then, but like, that will be the pregame. So we'll create like a pregame thing, and people will take shots as we like say a specific thing. Or like every like 10 minutes we have to drink or something like that. So we'll create like a party out of it if we're out of quarantine by then.
Every 10 minutes.
And if we have enough followers, I mean, we should. I believe we will.
Well, this will be like our friends. We would
bro,
invite
he's not gonna want to come to a party.
Yeah.
Social gathering, bro. Not social distancing. Social gathering.
One day, one glorious day.
What was like? We had our last party. We went to our last party and didn't even know it. You know, you ever think about that? Like, you went to our last like friend. When's the last time you came to my house? Like, that was the last time. Ever since then.
Well, yeah, it's tough to think about because like sometimes like I just be chilling on the weekends and Bailey's like, let's go to a party. I'm like, Bailey, there are none right now, so
let's go to a Zoom party.
Also, it's summer, so
true. But like, think about it. More and more people are gonna start going outside because it's nice out.
We had a mutual friend that would throw banging ass summer pool parties all the time, and now we just don't like really talk to her anymore.
She might still.
Dude, she should.
She'd probably still invite us.
Does Corona go through fucking
water?
Chlorine water.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm not even gonna answer it because I know I'm uninformed.
Thing and water doesn't breathe, so
water's not technically a surface, bro.
Is water wet?
Is water wet?
Oh my god!
I hate that shit.
The new is water wet? Can water breathe?
Is water a corona?
Does water have feelings? Okay.
Speaking of feelings and hurt feelings, I this is gonna be the worst segue ever. I have some absolute cringe for you guys. We missed it last week. I meant to bring it up because of the conspiracy episode. So this is kind of old news now.
I thought Brandon was gonna go after me.
So we have a new established body within the Twitch community. Twitch is a big live streaming website where people go and they live stream their lives.
You have zero idea what Twitch is. Just fuck off.
Yeah, right.
Fuck off our podcast.
But I get information on it.
There's been a bunch of scandals going on where people are not getting banned because of this reason when other people are getting banned. So they established a new committee called the Safety Advisory Council. And there are a couple of people on there. For example, like professors. I'm going to link this to the boys. And then I'm going to show this to the world. They have like professors. They have fellow creators. They have a bunch of different things that is going on. So video viewing. So like there's a CEO for a nonprofit. We got this guy named Co-Carnage. He's a Twitch streamer. Cup of Noodle.
Hilarious.
So, but we go down, and if you see this link, Ferocity Steph.
Oh gosh, don't go. All right,
we're going there. We're going there.
Gosh.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh,
You know who
dude.
that is?
Ferocity.
Definitely have seen her on iFunny.
Bro, TL Taylor is my girl.
Oh god, man.
Ferocity
She's a
Steph
streamer.
is a full-time streamer. She's played Heroes of the Storm, which is a game that Travis and I were very fond of back in the day. I'm going to switch over so that way I can make a smooth transition here. But she has been in the news lately because she's on this council and she has opinions that people aren't too fond of. Let me go ahead and copy this link and send it to you guys.
You know why they aren't fond of her? Because she did a thing that people don't like that was really weird.
So
we did talk about this, didn't we? The deer thing, right?
Yeah,
I don't think we've talked about this. I don't think we talked about this on the show.
Okay,
Deer
So
guys
let's
on
go to
1,
zero.
2,
Everybody go to
3.
zero. Go to zero.
Oh god.
Oh god, there's video? No.
Video surveillance.
I'm terrified, but okay, I'm ready.
All right, is everybody at zero?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Sadly.
3, 2, 1.
I'm already cringed.
This person identifies as a fucking deer. Right now,
She's
what this is a deergasm. A deergasm.
She's
I
faking
can't.
right now.
I can't
Alright,
watch that. That is
alright, well.
way too bad.
All right, we get it.
So, okay, there's that. So, okay, that doesn't warrant hate. I don't think that deserves hate whatsoever. It's weird. It's definitely weird.
Definitely not something I would video if I was into it, but let's go.
I have another clip, though, and this is what really started all of the hate towards this specific person. We're going to start at 0.
I'm loading in. Oh my gosh, it already looks cringy.
All right, let me know when you guys are ready.
0.
Yep, tell me when.
3, 2, 1, play.
Well, no, I'm just not cool with white supremacy.
Oh
y'all.
god.
It's really not that. I think a lot of you gamers are actually white supremacists. Sorry. Just a fact of how
Wow.
I feel, which isn't a big deal. No.
What? It's
So-
just a fact, but it's an opinion.
Doesn't
not a
she
big
know that you
deal.
shouldn't make gross generalizations of people?
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
2020, you can't do
Imagine. So I have a few more. Okay.
that.
Oh, gosh.
no.
Oh shit.
It's 2020. You can't make assumptions like that anymore. People get offended.
I think that's kind of the point.
Also, like, the very thing that, like, you know, people catch hell for is, like, stereotyping a whole big group of people.
That's true. I agree.
Yet, when it's about gamers, the most oppressed group of all, it's okay.
I'm ready when you kids are.
So I think this will be the last one we can talk
Deal.
about this one. And then I like all of
Okay.
your guys' points. So we're gonna start at 0. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, play.
The only way to have a level playing field at the highest level of play is to have is to not have voice chat, to not have people give up their linguistic profiles. I mean, and maybe you think, you know, if you are a competitive gamer, which a lot of people have been like, Steph, you clearly know nothing about competitive play. Well, competition, by
Clearly.
the way, y'all, competition requires you to get every advantage possible. To become the top 0.01% in any video game, you have to squeeze every amount of advantage you can possibly get. Voice chat is unfair. Period.
What?
I just don't like how gummy her smile is.
Dude, she's definitely like, you should totally get Disney Plus.
Dude, what is up with her hair though?
So okay, I have a couple of problems. First of all, exactly what you guys are saying. She's literally going against everything that she stands for. She's trying to be a safety advisory on the fucking council, but she's literally racist, and she overgeneralizes a population of people. That's the same thing that you're fighting against, and honestly, you should go fuck yourself. The second thing, I want to know...
You cannot be racist to white people. Stop.
No, like, that's fucked up. I'm not a white supremacist.
No.
Like, fuck
Actually,
you.
most gamers aren't. There really aren't. People would have you believe that the world is really just full of white supremacists right now, but there really aren't that many. There are a lot of fucking idiots who like to make people mad, but there really aren't that many actual white supremacists.
I think there should be representation for all groups, realistically. Like, it's definitely a needed thing. However, like, this person right here should not be represented at all. Like, I don't care about the deer thing. It's fucking weird. But
yeah, is that why she has the forest backgrounds? She's a deer.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
So
it looks like she's a unicorn, bro.
I'm gonna look at that real quick.
So,
she just
in
looks
her natural habitat.
I don't think
retarded.
if this person is like saying all these things and whatever, she should not be on this advisory board.
Yeah, she controls content.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be like, you can believe whatever you want, but you're not supposed to be voicing your opinions and saying that's just a fact. Especially when you're on a committee.
I was getting
like
ready to go with that. It's like she straight up says, like, I'm sorry guys, but it's just a fact. And then she tries to correct herself and say it's an opinion.
What is it though? Which one is it?
But which one is it though? Like, pick.
I just think, and I see this all the time on Twitter too, and I get a little frustrated, but it's like, if it don't apply, let it fly. But at the same time, it's like people are just making gross overgeneralizations that just don't apply to anybody. And they feel so satisfied and they feel so woke when they say this shit. But it's like, you're not fucking woke. You're just brainless and can't think farther than one level.
True. You're stealing other people's information.
I also wanted to hear about your guys'
ideas.
Like, how do you guys feel about voice chat giving you an unfair advantage?
How the fuck is that even possible?
Will, perspective. You're playing with a team, and your teammate says, this person's over there when you didn't know where they were. Voice chat helped you kill that person.
Yeah, but if everyone has it, it's not an unfair advantage.
That's true. I agree with that.
If it's a 1v1 thing, like where it's like every man for himself, I can see where it can become like being taken advantage of. Like, you just ask somebody, hey, where'd this person?
I think what she's trying to say is that
if you have a girl voice, you're at a disadvantage. People turn against you.
Or bully you and get you pissed, essentially.
But, like, that doesn't happen in competitive gaming. I'm not going to say it doesn't happen in like, regular, everyday fucking matchmaking, because, that shit happens all the time. It's shitty. People will, like, fucking bully you if you have a girl voice or a little kid's voice or any voice that basically isn't like mine. But
wow.
No, I'm like not obviously not just like mine, but like, you know, if you don't have a deep voice, you're basically going to get bullied. But that doesn't happen in competitive gaming.
But I think also though, like, everybody gets fucking bullied online.
Also, yeah, like it's almost like the reason the internet was invented is that so everybody could sit behind their screen and fucking not have fear of saying whatever they want. Like,
same with like texting.
No matter where you are, if you're on social media, guess what? You're gonna get fucking bullied. You're just gonna get
people
if you're in school as a normal human in the real world, you're gonna get bullied. Probably everybody's probably been bullied at least once in their life in some way.
Exactly. And you think that's gonna change once you get behind the screen of a computer?
No, it's gonna get
probably
worse.
Gonna get worse
because people have the anonymity.
Anonymity.
Cyberbullying's a thing.
Yeah,
no, just close your laptop.
Turn off your monitor, bro.
Bro, I had that thought as a kid when they gave us like those speeches in school about cyberbullying. It's like, you know, you can just walk away from the damn like computer or like laptop or whatever screen you're in front of. You can just walk away. But they never say that. They say find an adult, alert the authorities, or like talk to an official. It's like
the authorities, dude.
Like just close the damn thing.
This is kind of fucked up too, but I guarantee you, if you try to call in cyberbullying to a police officer, you'll get laughed off the phone.
Yeah,
100%. You probably will,
or they won't understand.
Who's the person? What's their name? I'll get to it tomorrow.
No,
literally,
you have to track their IP right now.
Yeah, seriously.
So I actually think that she's. I don't know what she identified. The deer. I kind of agree with the logic behind what she's saying. I think if you are a girl, you probably would be taken less seriously. If you're playing games, I've definitely not in a mean-spirited way, but like I've like playfully flirted in a creepy way to girls online at Hogwarts RP. Aurora, love you, babe.
I hate you.
Right? Oh my God.
Fight.
Those are wild.
But at the same time, though, it's like everybody goes through the same shit. I get bullied all the time online. Literally, I was playing Call of Duty literally right before this, and people were clowning on me because I was doing better than them.
Yeah, so that's the crazy thing. That's like the icing on the cake right there. It's that the number one thing that's gonna get you bullied in a video game is being better than people. So feel good, I guess, if you're getting bullied.
I just, so she's kind of right. Like, yeah, but it's also just kind of the fact of the matter. And to be honest, if you're in the Twitch community, and you're a girl, you definitely have an advantage. If you have tits, your viewership's going to be better because there are just people that are looking for that sort of content.
Dude, they have this thing now where you can like, it's called like egirls.gg, and you can like pay for girls to play League of Legends with you. You can like check out their profile, their pics. You can check if you want.
How much is it? I might make a video.
You can pay per hour to get an e-girl to play League with you.
How much is this?
Any game you want. It's all different. The girl sets the price. So
I think I might make a video out of that. Like if you could do it on Call of Duty.
Funny. One of the guys I watch who plays League just did a video where he does him and his buddy and 4 e-girls on each of their teams playing each other in League. So it's him and 4 e-girls that he rented, and then his buddy and 4 e-girls that he rented, and they played against each other. It was hilarious.
That's awesome.
That's so funny.
I rented e-girls. That's fantastic.
I paid $5 for their.
I feel like $5 is not what they will go for.
There's actually a lot for $1, a lot of $5 ones. Some girls are like,
I'm
going to charge $25 an hour. But like,
does this count as prostitution?
$5.
No, it's all totally. That's the thing. I'm not going to deny that you'll still like. There are still definitely situations where you'll get clowned as a girl on voice chat in a video game. But goddamn, the gaming community has made a lot of room for women over these past years.
Yeah.
And they are probably more powerful in the gaming community than most guys now.
Probably true.
I think men for right now are gonna hold the crown. It doesn't matter to me.
You've always got the classic like titty streamer.
Yep, titty streamer.
Guaranteed way to get the triple-digit views, man.
Pokemon's like really respectable, and she's marketable too. I think there's something about women that are definitely more marketable because guys, I don't know what it is. It's just like, how do I describe it? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
impulsive.
Pokimane is also so famous, and because she's respected, like,
yep.
She actually plays well. She doesn't use her being a girl as a crutch. She doesn't use it as an excuse. She's just a cool person who wants to play games. That's literally what we all are, man.
Yeah, and is good at them. Exactly.
Yeah, she is really damn good too. She could kick my ass in League.
But like the respectable thing about her is like you see clips about like people getting on to stream with her, or not getting on to stream, but getting onto the voice chat with her. And what was that one clip? There was a clip of a little boy who got to play with Pokimane. He's like 12 years old, and he gets on, and she's playing Fortnite, and he gets on, and he's like, "Oh my God, you're Pokimane!" And she was like, "Yeah, it's great. Like, glad to play with you." He's like, yeah, I jack off to you sometimes, and she's like, "Oh my God, dude, you can't do that. Like, you can't say that kind of thing." And like, she put him in his place,
fucking
like, immediately.
Good.
Like immediately, and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know." Like, you don't say that shit on
I didn't
stream.
know.
I think I'll know when we make it, when we finally get cum tributed. You guys know what that is?
Stop.
If you jack off to any of us, comment.
Oh, okay.
Just want to know. Not gonna shame you.
Okay.
Just want to know.
Someone
Okay,
just
Travis.
anonymously post "I came" and not say who.
No, so what this is they'll like print out a picture of themselves and they'll nut on the picture, and it's called a cum tribute. They did it one time. Who's Scarlett Johansson? Holy shit!
Who is she?
No, she
Who's
Black
Scarlett
Widow.
Johansson?
She was walking on some sort of like red carpet, and some guy had a cum tribute on a picture and like handed it to her, and she looks down.
I've seen that.
She's like, "Oh fuck," and like walks away.
I would be like, "Why are you giving this to me, you low life dirtbag?"
Yeah, it's fucked up when it's in real life. Over the
Like,
internet, it's funny.
Oh.
Maybe not the real life one, but if you did get a cum tribute, wouldn't some like little tiny piece of you be like, "Wow, like feel pretty good about yourself"?
Well, of course you're gonna feel honored at like in like a little bit of a way, but most of all, I feel like I would just be disgusted.
So what is the
disgusted.
percentages? I want to know how everybody's percentages. Like
To be fair,
so
Scarlett
disgusted
Johansson's
to
attractive,
complimented?
So. Scarlett Johansson is the wife.
So the ratio between complimented and disgusted. What is your guys' ratio?
I'd say about 10% complimented and like
fair.
the like 90% like disgusted.
I'll go 1585, complimented, disgusted.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
Like a
gonna
little
go.
part of me.
I'm gonna go 12 and 88. 12 disgusted.
So it depends for me if
12 complimented. Sorry.
if they don't do a good load, like if it's only like a trickle.
Okay, let's
My
not.
I'm gonna be
God.
pissed.
That's true. There
I'm
are
gonna
a
be
lot of
pissed.
factors here.
It's probably
Like, bro, did
dry
you
at
even
this
try?
point. It's probably dry.
Bro, imagine if you got a cum tribute from like a chick. Like some chick like finger blasted herself until
And then just like
like
squirted all over a picture of you.
and just like this, she's just holding the paper like this, and it's just like you can see how soaked it is.
It's like somebody shot a hose at it and like the paper's just like flying backwards.
Too easy to fake.
This
You
is
can
a
see a little
weird.
drip coming off of one of the quarters, like it, like a little droplet is starting to develop.
All right, this is
That'd be way too easy to fake, man. Just have your
Bro.
your legs, but not your vagina
I've
showing.
never
but
had
still
a-
have
Would
work done.
be like 95% complimented and like 10%
you guys.
disgusted
All
by
three
that.
of you are so into this. I'm like, this is.
I think
fun.
I'd be like 40-60 there. Complimented, disgusted,
Travis,
40-60.
I've got a couple of questions for you. So you've been
Wow,
with a
Travis is
squirter,
the important one.
and how does it fly? Is it like a kind of an
fucking
intense?
No, literally
It's
fake
scary.
squirt
Scary.
gun, like
So
those
you've had
little
this too.
plastic cheap ones.
Yeah,
It's literally just like a
it can
little arc.
It can be like that. I've been with one where it was one continuous stream.
True. It is
I-
it is girl to girl. Distances.
It's different from girl
All
to girl.
We should
I
have
have
sport
Sometimes you have
Olympics.
little squirt gunners. Sometimes you have like a I guess like the best way to put it is like a peace stream. Like it's just one continuous stream, and then you got some that are literally like fire hydrants, where like they're how do I put
Like
it?
you just loosen
No,
the bulb.
it's like-
just
Well, it's not even like that. It's like they have a lot coming out, but like there's an obstruction, and that obstruction is the thing that's a part of them. I can't really say like the lips or something like that, but like those things can get in the way, and they can make it look like
does it make that noise?
sometimes.
Like a
Okay.
deck, or like when you rifle through a deck of cards.
And then right at the end of it, you hear the clink like in Modern Warfare.
Oliver's been trying to talk this whole time.
Money shot.
No, Oliver isn't trying to talk. He's trying to change the subject.
I have heard a story where females' parts are so strong that if you put a fish down there, they could squirt it out across a room.
You can put a ping pong ball in a man's ass and you can shoot it.
I had an epic Reddit moment one time when I read this whole fucking thing. It was like, ask Reddit, what is the most disgusting thing you've seen as a doctor? And apparently, this lady shoved some food up her cooch, and it stayed there. Like it was really fucked up. Like she was like super mentally fucked up. So she shoved food up her cooch, and it stayed there for weeks. And like she would open up her legs, and the doctors were like, "Oh my fucking god!" Like literally, they had to leave the room. And apparently, this food was just going rotten inside of her cooch.
That literally gave me a chill.
That made me heave ho a little bit.
Bro. What was that one that did we talk about this on like one of the first few episodes where like the dude shoved a soap like not a bar soap, not a purse. Bro, that was one of the most disgusting things I've heard. But like you get like like Brandon said, like you can put like projectiles and stuff like that in front of it. I mean, look at the one movie of Jackass. They got one dude who like he had like a bamboo pipe, and they put a dart in one end, and he held it up to his butt, and he shot the dart and popped a balloon.
What?
Like men can do it too. Yeah,
it's just like blowing the straw paper off the straw, man. If it can produce air and you can block the hole that produces the air, you can shoot something.
And this dude would sit there for like a minute and a half and just sit in like the fetal position and suck in air into his butt before he would shoot it out.
Yo, have I told you guys about my longest fart ever?
All right.
Oh my god. Yes. Please.
It was post surgery after they stuck the shit down my throat, and apparently a bunch of air goes through your intestines. So I sat down and I was like, I gotta shit really bad. So I sat down and I farted for a solid 15 seconds.
Did you feel you were levitating a little bit? Were you farting over the toilet? Were you farting over the toilet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you were levitating a little bit. Like, whoa.
What is the longest time that like you guys have like peed for? Like whether like you be drunk or something like that? Because my buddy has a story where it was bad.
Is when I was drunk.
So like the whole thing that like brought this in is like my best friend is in the Navy. He was also my goalie in hockey. That's how I met him. And so one day in high school, because we both went to the same one, I get to school and I usually meet him in the mornings, and he's like not there at all. And he usually drives himself, or no, he was still taking the bus. So like nothing happens. I don't see him all day, but then I have to see him at practice later on. I'm like, dude, where the fuck were you today at school? And he's like, I fell asleep peeing. And I'm like, what? How the fuck does that happen? And he's like, okay. So I wake up in the morning, and he like every guy, every guy, I'm sure, like when you wake up in the morning, you do two things. You pee and you poop.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah. So he gets up just like an average day and goes to the bathroom to pee. He had been up all night before then. He'd only gotten like 2 hours of sleep. So he starts peeing. He falls asleep peeing, misses the bus, and he apparently didn't time himself, but he had been peeing for at least a solid like 5 minutes.
No way.
Like a continuous stream. And I'm like, how did you know it was a continuous stream and you just didn't like wake up like after 5 minutes?
You videotaped your longest? I think it was going to be your longest.
I didn't know. I'm just still going.
Your perception of time is usually really fucked when you're drunk, but I think I've done like a minute and a half.
Bro, like, I was shocked when he said like 5 minutes.
Still going.
To be fair,
still going. You're sprinkling at this point.
It was 47 seconds.
We cut it off when it's not continuous anymore.
So I think for me, it was 2 years ago. I actually remember when this happened.
Oh,
Jesus. It was probably at least 4 minutes.
What? There's no. You guys are fucking lying.
Okay, hang on. Let me set the scene.
Okay.
I was at Moonrise.
Let me set the scene.
I was at Moonrise, and we were like dancing and whatever. And when you're at these like
high on PCP, man.
No, you have Camelbacks. Camelbacks hold like at least a gallon worth of water. I drank 2.5 of those and hadn't peed yet. After leaving, I go by this tree because there's like no one around. I kid you not, I peed for at least 4 minutes. My brother's like, how is this man still peeing? We saw him like 3 minutes ago. He's still doing it. I kid you not, it was at least 4 minutes long.
I gotta
Actually,
say,
now that you saying going behind a tree reminded me too. I had a pretty long one like 2 weeks ago on the way back from my parents' house. I had a pee so bad I had to pull over to the side of the road and like run into these like section of trees.
I've done that.
I had to have peed for a minute there.
I've done it at like people's house, like I'm on like a road trip at night, and I'm like, I gotta pee on the bush real quick, and then like leave and hope they don't like open the door.
I was like 10 minutes from home, but legitimately could not make it.
I thought of a fucked up bit for us to do.
Oh, Jesus, hit me.
I'm going to. I was curious. I was like, I wonder if there are any sex offenders near me.
Also, fun, like, reoccurring bit. Brandon did something and then went against himself. As you guys know, last week, Brandon, we did the conspiracy theories, and Brandon said he was going to put it on his TikTok.
No!
So that way you, the audience, could vote.
Put him on blast, bro.
We don't need anyone on blast anymore, okay?
I will
at
get
least
to
once
it.
a week.
I will get to it. So I was checking to see if there's any sex offenders near us, and I had this idea for a bit that was on another podcast where we would put pictures up of sex offenders in our area, and then everybody has to guess what they did. Now that we can't do that. That's fucked up. But like, I was looking around, and there are actually a few that I recognize that we went to school together with.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah, dude. And it's a little wonky. I know a guy that you guys all know that oh shit. I don't know if I should say
already know
this.
who this is gonna be.
Is he like a townie?
Yeah.
There's also a guy who works at our local fast food restaurant who had charges against him for like serious underage shit.
I know.
There's also a kid that we went to
God.
college with that is one. Brandon, I'm pretty sure, knows about who I'm talking about because I pointed it out to him. He was in. I mean, I knew him very well. I can't say how.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna type this real quick, but like, it's actually freaky. And then so I did research on sex offenders near me in the town next to us. Dog, there's so many fucking. I work retail for a company. There's so many fucking sex offenders that come into our doors all the time.
You're talking about Berg.
Yeah. But it's just wild. So, you know, what do you guys think of that bit? I choose people and we try to decide what they did.
I love it. I love it, dude.
It sounds fucked up.
It's really
we can't say these people, so it sounds fucked.
We should put them up and like rate their hotness.
What if they're guys, Travis?
They're probably mostly guys.
Yeah, Will. That's exactly who I was thinking of too.
I was about to say, like, that kid threw me for a loop.
Dude, it's fucking bizarre, but like,
you want to know who told me that he was?
Who?
It was one of our teachers in the thing.
How did you find out?
I always suspected him.
Bro, okay, so like
he came into my old job all the time.
So the way that whole situation went down is like I went in to go talk to one of my professors, and I was like, "Hey, I need to talk to you about this class that I'm taking with you." And she was like, "Oh, no problem at all. Like, come in, sit down." And so we're sitting there in her room talking, and this kid that I put into the chat, we're not gonna dox people on here. About it.
Let me just say, if you dress like Indiana Jones with cargo pants, you're probably a sex offender.
And so, like, I'm sitting in the room, and that kid, like, knocked on the door, and he was like, "Hey, Miss Such and Such, do you have time to talk to me today?" And she was like, "Sorry, this is the last meeting I have before I have my last classes of the day." He's like, "Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow then." And so as soon as he leaves, she goes, "Oh, thank God. I mean, you know what he is, right?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "He's been arrested for like having like child pornography and like going after like a 13-year-old.
Child erotica was what it was the exact charge.
Right. Right. And so she was like
lolly porn or something.
And apparently he had went after like a 13-year-old that like wasn't on like the charges and stuff like that. But like she told me that and I was like, I sit next to him in next class period. Fuck.
Yeah, you can't just fucking lay that down on me. Seriously. You just can't.
Bro, like imagine going to class and finding out the person that sits directly next to you in that class has like been charged with something criminally, whether it be like being on the sex offender registry, gone to jail, like done something in that nature. Like you cannot look at that. You can't look at that person in the eye anymore in class.
Mm-hmm.
No, if it was like drug charges, I'd be like, whatever. But if I was next to a sex offender, I'd be like,
right, like,
oh my God.
Like I was sitting like this the whole like rest of the semester. I was like, he nudged me like that same class period, and he was like, "Hey man, can I borrow a pencil?" And when he like tapped my shoulder, I like jumped. I was like, "Oh, get away from me!"
So
sex offender shop.
What about in college? There's no assigned seats. It's unassigned assigned seating, so you can just move.
True. People will get butthurt.
People get butthurt by that.
That class was packed, so I wasn't able to change anything.
And people still my seat, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
And some teachers, like at college, like, yeah, it is college, so it's assigned, unassigned seats. But some teachers actually make a seating chart so that way they don't forget where you are. So if you change seats, they'll say that you're not there. So like it was one of those classes, so I could not get away from
I know
this
exactly. Was it a psychology class?
Yeah.
Yeah,
was it the fun guy?
Yeah, he's dope.
Awesome dude.
Yep.
I think
I always choose my seat very carefully.
When I was single, I would sit next to the cute girl in class, and then my line was always the same every single time. I would look down on her, and I was like, "I'm definitely gonna cheat off of you." And they always, that's just like the best first line ever.
I'm definitely gonna cheat on you.
I would be like, "I'll cheat with you." Come on, let me in. No,
let me in.
I choose the seat in the middle, man, because you're not in the front with the tryhards, but you're not in the back with the don't try at alls. You're right there in the middle. That's what I want to be looked at as by a professor.
Yeah, true. And if you also, I feel like if you sit in the middle, the teacher doesn't pick on you that much.
Exactly. You're just like one of the normies.
I like sitting in the front.
Unless if you sit in the back and you go, Mr. Stockton.
If you sit in the back, I feel like I try less if I sit in the back, because then I just don't give a shit. But if I sit in the front, then it's super dope.
If I'm gonna sit in the front, I'll sit to the front like corner.
I don't mind sitting in the front. It's not that bad. You just like can't do anything that like the teacher doesn't see though.
Yeah,
like,
I'm never gonna be that kid that sits right in front of the teacher's podium. Like, no.
Yeah.
No.
I did that for the guys class that we were just talking about. I sat like right in front of him. I could not do a dang thing. I hated it.
I hated it, man.
If we're talking about the same person though, he would catch you doing shit no matter where you were in the classroom. He was insane.
He would. Like that man had eyes everywhere.
So I had this teacher in high school who anytime you were on your phone, she would steal it, like take it like for the day, because it was high school. So like she used to have a count of like how many phones she would take like in a week or in a day, and people would like egg her on to like get more. So like just to like get her like tally up. So like if they saw someone in the hallway and her name was I'm not gonna say it, but it's when I took a Latin class in high school. Anyway, people would like see her in the hallway, and if her door's open, they would yell her name, like, "He's on the phone," or "She's on the phone." She would come like, "Who's on the phone?" And they would like,
wow.
They would like put it away real quick and like walk away, and she would look at them like, especially if she knew who it was, look at them and point like,
"I like that."
Actually, genius. Like she made narking like a game. That's genius.
Yeah,
pretty much. Because you can meme that shit.
And then like people in her class would get called with it too. Like she.
Oh yeah.
Who are some of you guys is like
that I thought had fucking students working for them to find people who had their phones out or were like doing their homework during class or something.
She had her own personal Gestapo.
I swear. Because some of the stuff these teachers would catch.
Dude, who are some of your guys' like favorite teachers in high school? Like, I'm not asking you to give out the names, but like you could like, I'm assuming all of you guys know, or at least two of you went to the same high school. Like something cool a teacher did, or like your favorite teacher and like what's one cool thing that they did.
I'd rather talk about my
teachers.
worst hated.
I loved those teachers who would like give shit back to the kids who like to give shit to the teachers. Those are my favorites. I had a physics teacher, this like 6'5" guy, super like deep voice, looked like Abraham Lincoln. And he would just like, he was not afraid to cuss. He was not afraid to like throw insults back at you if you tried to say some shit to him. Like his like catchphrase was grab a chair. He would tell students to like grab a chair in the hallway. He's like, grab a chair.
Dude, I had a couple of teachers that I really liked. One of them was a history teacher who used to tell like really awesome stories that like actually made it interesting. And he used to like joke around with the students the whole time. And this one student like went outside for something. He let him go, and his phone starts ringing. Like in the middle of class, his phone starts ringing, and the teacher actually goes and answers it and knows the other kid that's calling this kid and picks it up and goes, "Oh, what are you doing?" And he's like, "You're not this person." He's like, "Yeah, I know, I'm this person." And he goes, "Oh shit!" It was actually really funny.
That would fucking scare the shit out of me.
I feel like those teachers always get like, I don't know, they get like targeted, like
by like two fucking girls that didn't like
my
him.
favorite teacher would get in trouble often too with like the principal and stuff, because like kids would go and like get butthurt and tell the principal like some insult he said to them, some like joke he threw at them when they tried to like be a bitch in class. And I'm like, dude, you're such a piece of shit. Like, you're gonna act up and then you're gonna snitch on your teacher. Like, get the fuck out of here. I wasn't the type of person to snitch on my fellow students, but just sometimes snitching in general, just don't do it. Don't do it on a teacher. Don't do it on a student.
Have each other's back.
I think the weirdest one, or not the weirdest one, but like I had like two cool ones. So like my two wrestling coaches in high school were also teachers. So the head coach was like the physical education coach. So like I had
teachers who were coaches were always badasses.
He taught like the sex ed course too. So like I'm in his class and he's talking to us. And so then like it was right before a tournament and he was like, one thing about sex that always brings in a good thing is if you do it hard enough and long enough, you can lose some weight. And he pointed like right at me. He's like, William, keep that in mind. We got a tournament coming up in the weekend. I'm like, oh my God, thanks, coach.
Dude,
and so then the other one was the assistant. He was a science teacher. It was weird as shit being in his class because like he would cuss like any chance he got. Like, it's a fucking rock. Some shit.
I had I remember in health class in middle school. I can't believe this fucking kid said it. So it was this like short Asian kid that was known for being hilarious. And he raises his hand during health class after the teacher was like, do you have any questions? And he goes, yeah, Mrs. K, can girls queef if they're pregnant?
Bro.
He was like, so she was totally cool about it. She's like, do you know what a queef is? And he was like,
he said no.
He was like, vagina fart. And she was like, there you go.
And then he put his massive nuts on the table.
Sweet Jesus.
Slap them on.
I actually have a high school related question. Who was the worst fellow student that you had when you went to school? Like the worst person. Like I've had kids who have jacked off in class.
Oh, I've had people have done that were grades above me.
I had that happen.
I had that happen
on his binder, jacking off to the teacher.
Yeah, there was a kid.
Was she hot?
Grade.
She wasn't even that good looking.
Oh, fuck.
There was a kid in my grade. We called him Raw Dog because he slapped in the library, and a teacher saw him do it. She was there.
Raw Dog.
Yeah,
kind of sounds like a cool name when you think about it.
Dude, he was. I'm pretty sure he had Asperger's, but people like hyped him up when they said that, and he was lit for it. Like he was like, "Let's fucking go."
I'm happy for it.
We had a kid we had another kid. He had a nickname. His nickname was Incognito because during our Spanish final, this kid had his hood up. He had turned in his like final like within 5 minutes. And so like he had turned it in, went back to his desk, put his hood up, and then he had a hoodie that was the hood, but it was a pullover, so it had the little pocket on like the belly area. But he had like an extra large, and he was like a medium. So he had like cut a hole like on the back end that went through to that pouch, and he was just sitting there fucking going at her, boys.
Oh my God, what the fuck?
And so no one noticed until like maybe a couple more people got up to like turn in their thing. And so like the room is like dead silent. So you're just hearing like
Imagine
like,
running
you're
through the
hearing
finals
this
so that you
shit.
can jack off. Like thinking in your head, dude, I gotta get this done quick. I gotta whack it class.
Worst part, he had the desk right in front of the fucking teacher's desk.
Why? He's dumb, bro.
Bro, it was hilarious.
Did he get in trouble?
Why has everyone had a kid who jacked off in their
so
class?
after a certain amount of people had like finished their test, she was allowing people to leave to go to lunch. And so like I was one of those people that got to leave early, and I was like, hey, can I talk to you about something? I saw some things. And she was like, what do you mean? And I'm like, you know that kid that sits right in front of you in class? She was like, yeah, he finished his test early. I already graded it. He got an A. I'm like, he got a fucking A. And she was like, yeah, what about him? I'm like, I'm pretty sure he was jacking off in class. And she was like, are you sure? I'm like, I can't deny the sounds I heard.
Wow, you're the snitch, bro.
Wow, William Montgomery.
He was just jerking off in peace, man. What the fuck?
Bro, that was not in peace when I could hear it and I was on the other side of the room.
I could see myself saying something about that in high school if I saw a kid doing that.
People used to do some shady shit. Like people would have like their like an earbud like up through their sleeve and like go like this.
Yeah, that was the fucking move, dude.
Dude. The coolest kids had that sweatshirt where the
yep, I've seen that.
Laces that come out of your sweatshirt were the earbuds.
Yep, I've seen
That's
that.
so obvious, though. I've always thought that was stupid.
People used to do like in my thing too, like
with your hood up though.
When I was in high school, it was like when vaping first started to become big. So people would have it up their sleeve, and the teacher wouldn't look. They'd hit it. When the teacher looked at it, they hold it in, they looked away, they blow it out and go like this and like wipe it away. I was like, you guys are fucking dumb.
I actually don't remember much vaping in my high school, although there were kids that would like pop LSD tabs at the beginning of the school day.
What?
Which was just insane.
How could you function, bro?
I had a kid pierce his nipple like before school started. Like it was like he was friends with one of my best friends. And so like right before the first bell ring, I see like both of them go into the bathroom. I see my best friend come out. I don't see the other one come out, and I don't see him till lunch. I'm like, dude, where were you in first period? And he was like, oh, I was in the bathroom. No, he didn't even say that. He said, oh, I was getting my nipple pierced. And I'm like, nipple or nipples? And he's like, oh no, I just got the one pierced. And so he pulls up his shirt, and you can just see that there's just one nipple pierced. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like, who did it? And he's like, oh, I did in the boys' bathroom stall, like with a hot needle. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. You are an idiot.
I cringe when people do dumb shit like during school because it's like, I want to just survive every single day. I'm super tired.
That's all high school is you just have to survive day after day.
Mission complete.
Being a teenager can have so many different effects on different people.
Yeah.
Some people just become absolute fucking degenerates when they're teenagers, and then they might grow up to be like a normal person.
Yeah.
But maybe not at the same time. Maybe they'll be a sex offender.
Oh my God. One of the kids that act up in my classes, dude. I remember he was in my fucking... I think it was either my freshman or sophomore class, English class. He's on the sex offender list.
Do the sex offender shuffle.
I don't even want to do research into that. I'm scared of who from my high school is. I can think of like 5 people.
I had a kid who sat next to me.
People in like, not to bring up my high school, but one more thing that people did I thought was so bizarre is that in one of the I think it was like the second floor men's bathroom, someone or more than one person drew a 3D swastika in the bathroom.
Was it like big or like how big was it?
it was pretty big. And one of my teachers was like, they had to be in there for a while because it's fucking 3D. And literally cussed in front of all the students. It was like, this is bullshit. He's like, if any of you guys have any information, tell me.
Follow the fucking guidelines.
Yeah,
Follow the fucking guidelines.
Like, why would you do that? Why would you draw a fucking
swastika? Like, bro, you have to be there for at least an hour.
Good 15 minutes, maybe.
Even. Do they premeditate this stuff? Do they go to school in the morning like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and draw a giant 3D swastika today?
No, I just fucking thought of something. I've repressed this memory and I've never gotten caught. Oh no. My god. So I did not like this one girl.
Never mind.
And so, but I would always bring my pencil or pen to the bathroom all the time. So I had it in my pocket one time and I went in one of the stalls. I was like, fuck this bitch. And I was like, I wrote fuck, shit, ass, damn. And then I wrote dash that girl's name. And like, literally, I came back from the bathroom and then a little bit later, some girl was like, hey, did you write that on the wall? To the girl. And she was like, what do you mean? No, I didn't. So then the rumors started spreading throughout the class. So this was like a few hours later. So I thought I was in the clear. I was like, there's no way. And people, like all the kids started talking. They're like, I think it was Brandon. Brandon always brings his fucking pencil to the bathroom.
Oh my God. They knew that?
I was like, fucking pay attention.
If they can make fun of you for even the smallest fucking shit, they will remember that.
Oh yeah.
This fucking idiot always brings his pencil to the bathroom.
You fucking weirdo. No, that was like an elementary school. But like, and the teacher was like, it's with fucking pencil. I'm just going to go erase it. And just went in and erased it.
Fuck, shit, ass, damn. That's when you just like said and wrote cuss words because it made you feel like powerful.
What was your guys' first cuss word?
I don't remember.
No
Crap.
Crap.
Yeah, I remember when I was playing Jack 3 and Daxter said hell. I was like, oh, my parents.
Yeah, I literally worked my way up to like movie ratings. I started with the like PG cuss words, then the PG-13 ones, and then I got to the R ones.
Hey,
PG-13 rated R all the time.
PG-13, you're allowed to say one F-bomb. That's it.
Exactly. So I was at first, believe it or not, when I first started cussing, I held back on the F-bomb most of the time.
I think my first non-PG word was lesbian. And I learned that in fourth grade at a Catholic school. So the story is
Catholic schools were the worst, man.
So we're out. So we're on the playground, and there's there's a group of 4 of us. And so like there was 2 chubbier kids, then there was like a semi-chubby kid, then there was me, who was skinny as fuck for some reason. And so like they're all like going around, and like the 2 chubbier kids who are like the leaders of our group or whatever, he like comes to me, he's like, hey, go call this girl a lesbian. And I'm like, I'm in 4th grade, so like I don't know any better. So I walk up to the girl. I walk up to the girl and I'm like, huh, you're a lesbian. And so then she goes and tells the teacher. And so then I get sent to the principal's office.
And you gotta be pissed because it's like, I was just trying to be cool. I didn't mean to fucking hurt her feelings.
So like, I get to the principal's office and they call my mom down because my mom taught at the same school I went to. And so my mom walks in and she was like, what is all this about? I'm in the middle class. And so the principal goes, your son just said the L word. And my mom's like, what the hell is that? What is that? And she's like, he said lesbian. And like, my mom looks at me, looks at the principal, looks at me, and she goes, well, do you even know what a lesbian is? I'm like, no, I don't. And she's like, who told you to say it? I'm like, it was this kid. And she's like, there's your answer and all that. Fast forward like 3, like not even 3, probably like 5 more years. No.
There's a big story here.
4 years. Fast forward 4 years. That current principal leaves. She used to be a nun before she was the principal. She leaves because she's a lesbian. She's getting married in Maryland.
Hell yeah. So
lesbian is like a cuss word in Catholic schools.
Travis has a lit ass topic, but I want to ask this question before we get to it because I think we have a couple of minutes for this. And then I want Travis to do his bit.
Make this episode as long as we want.
Yeah, it's not 11.
For the real
all night.
Epic episode, but we can hold off.
What is your most embarrassing moment?
Oh my god.
I can tell. I'll tell mine. I can tell mine, and then while you guys are thinking about it, because I already know what it
honestly,
is.
Mine has to do with
I know mine
too.
My fraternity was doing a watermelon eating contest.
Oh damn, this is Reese.
This is very recent.
Yeah.
And so we go to this thing called the organization fair, and essentially you have a bunch of different tables for a bunch of different organizations. So that way freshmen, sophomores, like everybody goes and like see if they wants to join an organization. We were trying to recruit people to our fraternity by using this event. It was the watermelon eating contest. So the head of student affairs, I believe it's student affairs. He's like one of the top presidents of the school. And you have to know that the college that we went to, super liberal. Like there's inclusive meetings every single day. Like they have all kinds of officers
into Greek life.
yeah, which is weird.
When a lot of other schools aren't these days.
So it's super liberal, right? And this the VP of the fucking school is a big like a round black dude, but he's like the nicest guy ever.
Oh my god, I want to be him.
He's the greatest person ever, and that's why I'm so embarrassed about this. So I go up to him with a flyer, and I was like, "Hey man, how you doing? You know, my organization is running a watermelon eating contest," and I hand it to him, and he's like, "Oh, that's really nice. It's for this charity." And I was like, "Yeah, I know for a fact that you like watermelon." And he looks at me, and he's like, "Yeah, actually, I don't like watermelon." Puts down the flyer and walks away. And I'm like, that was a really weird interaction. But okay, I'm going to go about my day. 30 minutes later, as we're packing up, I go, oh my fucking god. That was so fucked up what I just said. And I still, every once in a while, before I go to sleep, my brain will bring that up. And I just cringe. I hate it.
Where's that watermelon?
Now we know what keeps Brandyn awake at night.
Yeah, seriously.
That's bad.
Watermelon eating contest.
Wow.
It was so bad.
I think mine is shitting myself during a wrestling tournament.
I've never done that. People have.
We were going at it, and so we're doing team duels, and Oliver's gonna follow some of this terminology. We're doing team duels, and we're up against this team, and I'm the last person for that team duel. So our match comes down to the wire. Like if I win, our team wins. If they win, the other team wins. So I'm going at this kid like I'm putting him in half Nelsons. I'm slamming him. I think
check his oil?
Hit a gamble on him. Or a Gable, my bad. A Gable pick. All that stuff on him. And so I'm getting to the point where I get him in a half Nelson, and I'm starting to turn him, and then I'm starting to walk. And so as I get right to the edge where his shoulder blades are getting ready to touch, I force over, and I use all of my body to push over. Well, by using all of my body, I also ended up pushing a fucking turd out my ass. And we were in the championship round, so our championship singlets were all white. All fucking white. No, and when we wear those, we have to wear all white underwear. So I get the pin and I stand up and I go to shake everybody's hand. I get back to my coaches and he's like, "Get in the fucking locker room right now." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "You fucking shit yourself." And I'm like, "What?"
Oh my god. And
he's like, "Good job on the win though." And then I just fucking take off.
Yeah,
that's
mine
fucked.
have to do with shitting myself too.
I think
a lot younger though.
Yeah, I think mine was fucked. This was my brother's wedding. You guys might, I don't know if you know where this is going, but it was my brother's wedding, and so all of the siblings, we all thought it'd be a really good idea to give like a 30-second speech on our brother's behalf, like hey, he was the oldest, he showed us the way of growing up and stuff. And before we got to the wedding, they said they're not allowed to do this, they're not giving speeches, nothing. So as the wedding's about to end, everyone's giving speeches. It's all over. My sister Haley gives like a 30-second speech, and I am plastered. I mean, plastered. So I was like, sure, I'll do it. I was right next to her. I was like, yeah, I'll do it for 30 seconds. So the first thing I say is like, I hope this wedding works out. Oh, wait, we know it will. And everyone's like, what the fuck are you saying? They just got married. That's the first line you come out with. And I was like, So then, like, someone took the mic away from me and was like, get off the stage.
Oh, no.
And, like, it was in front of, like, all of my...
It
Yeah, it was, like, in front of all of my... everyone was like, awesome job. And I was like, no, it wasn't. It was terrible. I was like... At first, I was like, I was going to roast you. Like, I was going to roast my brother. I was like, someone already did that. Hope this works out for you guys. And everyone was like, what the fuck? I was like, wait, I know it will. Everyone was like, get off the stage. In front of my sister-in-law's parents and like all her family and all of my family. It was pretty bad.
You should have started telling squirrel jokes.
I was plastered, bro. They weren't even supposed to give us the mic.
Travis, what is your shitting yourself story?
So I was on a vacation with my parents and some family friends who had 2 daughters who I was attracted to when I was like 11 years old.
Let's go.
Okay.
They were my age too, obviously. Anyway, they have these observation towers at the campground, and you go up like a ton of stairs. It's like gotta be at least 20 flights of stairs to get up to the top of this observation tower. So I went up there with them, and as soon as I got to the top, I felt this insane urge to poop coming on after having just climbed 20 fucking flights of stairs. So I have to run. There's no bathroom. It's just an observation tower. That's all it is. It has nothing but the stairs and the top part. So I had to run all the way back down. And by the point I had gotten back down to the bottom, I needed a bathroom right then. But it was still like a 5-minute bike ride to the bathroom the campground from the observation tower.
Oh,
so I get on my bike. I'm having to stand up while I pedal.
Oh, no.
For speed purposes. And then as I'm pedaling, I just shit into my bathing suit. And bathing suits have the mesh, so it didn't go anywhere. It just stayed cradled there. So I had to stand bike all the way to the bathhouse. Got to the bathhouse, get in the stalls. I'm trying to like sort out this whole situation. All I have is a bathing suit and my like t-shirt. So I take my bathing suit off completely. There's poop everywhere, all over the stalls at this point from my bathing suit. I was trying to like dump it into the toilet, right? So I could put my bathing suit back on. I like getting everywhere. So I had to ditch the bathing suit completely because they were just so full of shit and like shit all over them that I couldn't put it back on. So I had to go, and you don't wear underwear under a bathing suit. So I had to go to these 2 girls that I liked, that I had been like hitting it off with on this vacation. And I had my t-shirt pulled over my naked bottom half. I had to run back to my campsite when they were camping in the campsite right next to us. And the girls were back there at this point, and like tell my parents that I shit in the stall and I need them to come help me clean it up.
That is fucked. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I did not think that these stories would be that bad.
Okay, they're all terrible.
I have a shitting myself story, and then we can go on to your thing. It was 3rd grade, and I had a really good friend named Derek, but he had another friend of his that I didn't particularly like. Halfway because I was jealous of him, halfway because I think he was jealous of me being friends with Derek as well. So he was always a dick to me. Anyway, so it was early on in the day. I want to say about like 1 p.m. and we got out around like 3:30. And I kept telling the teacher, I was like, I've got to go to the bathroom. And she was like, no, you can't. Okay, I can hold it. And I'm sitting here holding it, and it just keeps on coming and coming and coming. And I'll hold it for like, and then 20 minutes go by and it'll go away, but it kept coming back. I told her, I was like, listen, I got to go to the bathroom right now. And she's like, you have to wait. Fuck. So then I start feeling it, like turtle head poking out. I was like, I got to go right now. And she still says, you can't do it. So it starts running down my leg. Like it's in my underwear at this point, running down my leg. I felt one little drip just go down my fucking leg. And I was wearing jeans, so nobody knew except for me. So I was like, Miss S, I need to go right fucking now. And she kind of got the drift. She's like, okay. So I go to the bathroom and I frantically try to clean it up. It was one of those things where the underwear wasn't salvageable. So I just throw the underwear away. Like I try to do the same thing. Like you try to dump it into the thing, but they're just stained to shit. So it's like you can't even do anything with it. So, but it's gotten so bad that it's within my jeans. So I still have like 2 hours left. So I sit down on my chair and I don't interact with anybody because I smell like actual shit. So it's at the end of the day where we're all packed up and ready to go. And Derek's little friend comes over to me and he's like, you smell like shit. Why do you smell like shit? And I had to look at him and be like, I just farted. And he's like, ew, you were gross, blah, blah, blah. So I get home, throw those jeans into like the little pile. And my mom's always been terrible about doing laundry. Sorry if you're watching this, Mom. Mm-hmm. This was 3rd grade back when we used to live in Martinsburg. I throw those in a pile and forget about it till the next day.
Oh no!
But then the next day, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, "Hey, Mom, we don't have any laundry. Like, what the hell?" She's like, "Where are your jeans from yesterday?" And she has it like all folded up, nice and neat, for me to throw on the shitty jeans. I was like, I can't do this. So I put them on just to appease her, go back to my room, take it off and like find some other pair of dirty jeans and throw away that other poopy jeans.
Yeah, they're not salvageable at that point either. After sitting,
that was disgusting.
God, why have we all shit ourselves?
Yeah, it was really bad.
I guess everybody shit themselves once in their life, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a rite of passage.
I had a little Hershey squirt in my underwear one time in 326. I didn't make it to the bathroom one time.
Same.
Happens. It just happens.
Yeah.
It happened to me. It happened to me in 326.
I mean, I think the most vivid one I remember is the most vivid one I remember of people shitting themselves that I know of is Brandyn knows this one, and I'm not going to dox the person, but it happened during one of our fraternity meetings, and one of our brothers, like, he's been farting like all meeting, and like the farts are just smelling horribly. And so then he stands up to say something, and you just hear him. Yes, Brandyn. And you just hear him like start screaming about a certain topic during the meeting, and you just hear a fart rip, and then you hear something drop, and he's like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!"
He immediately goes.
And so then he starts running out, and we're like, "Why'd you just become quiet, Nick?" He's like, "I'm pretty sure I just shit myself."
Respect.
So we did a lot of talking about high school and like old like high school, middle school stuff. Travis, you wrote a letter to yourself, didn't you?
Yeah. I got a letter from myself today that was to be delivered 5 years after my senior year that I wrote to myself. Now, this is when I was about to break up with like my worst relationship girlfriend. It's a pretty like angry letter. It's not angry. It's kind of like I talk about my transformation from my old like simp self before when I was with her. And then after that relationship, I like learned to love myself and know what I want and know what I'm worth and all this stuff. So I think this letter really like puts that into perspective. This was 5 years ago. Dear Travis, make sure that you have your life together. Shepherd University for computer engineering with a minor in math. Do what you want to do. Be selfish. Know what you want. Find someone who supports you. Be honest. Talk about your feelings. Know when something is over. Be devoted. Be trustworthy. If you are not happy, make yourself happy. Whatever it takes. The end.
Wow, that was
respect.
That's what I wrote to myself.
Didn't you say you had a bucket list too?
Oh yeah. I did. I also made a bucket list.
Oh gosh.
So get to at least diamond rank in League of Legends.
Wow. Have you accomplished that yet?
No, I'm too fucking busy with Fallout 76. Win the championship at Duelist Island and steal Pegasus's Millennium Eye.
Jesus Christ.
In the face.
Wait.
Convert an atheist.
Oh my god!
Have you tried?
On social network or online?
Hold on.
Wait, what?
Have you tried to convert an atheist?
Listen, Darius believes in God now because of me.
Oh yeah, mission accomplished.
Be famous on social network or online. We got the podcast.
We're working on it. We're working on it,
boys.
Hold $10,000 in cash. Punch a shark.
We did do that. We did hold over 20 grand that one time.
That's true. We held something worth that much.
It's true.
Oh, and we did. We actually held. You're right.
We counted that money. I'm not going to explain the situation because it was really not legal, but
I was like really disappointed in myself with how little of these things I've completed, but that's another one I can check off. Good stuff.
What else is
shark? Haven't checked that one off.
No.
Punch a shark?
Get that one.
Wait, what did you say?
Get a kitten.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Shoot a double-barreled shotgun. Haven't done that yet, unfortunately.
I hate you.
Shotgun.
I wrote that 5 years ago, man. Shit don't change. Get a new hairstyle. Sort of done that. Reunite the ex-haters club, which I guess was an inside joke from high school. It was just a bunch of guys who hated their ex-girlfriends, you know? So we call ourselves
Oh, Jesus.
Club. Stop a crime, commit a crime, and visit a prisoner. And that's my bucket list.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
I think
committed a crime.
so. Okay, next podcast. Here's everybody's homework. We are going to write ourselves a note for the 5 years version of ourselves and the 10 years version of ourselves.
Like 5 years from now, 10 years from now.
Yep. And then I want to do the same thing.
And make a bucket list.
Yep. So here, I'm going to write this down really quick. So 5-year self. Shit. This pen fucking. 5-year self and 10-year self. Should we say 20 items on a bucket list?
Yeah, 20
I'd
or
say
less,
like
between 10 and 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like 10 and 20. 10 and 20 items bucket list. Because like, you know, I've gone skydiving, so that was like a big thing on my bucket list back in the day.
Oh yeah.
And then we can just fucking talk about it. That'll be the first topic of next week. By the way, fucking great episode, boys, by the way.
Really liked it.
We try.
Good time.
What can I say? We excel at fucking everything. We're great. Even though we're white supremacists because we're gamers.
Yeah. Duh.
At least I'll make deer noises when someone thinks I'm attractive.
It's not a deergasm, okay?
Why do you actually look like her when you do that?
I had a deergasm.
I had a deergasm yesterday. Best experience of my life.
Alrighty. I'm so tired. I don't even know if I can do this outro. Anyway, guys, we appreciate you guys for watching this episode. Be sure to leave a like and comment what your favorite moment was. Maybe, you know, comment a fucking moment where we had a silly face. That happened last time.
Gamer moment.
You know, maybe
or comment your favorite story, embarrassing moment story.
Comment about the time you shit yourself, because we know you have.
Everybody shit themselves. I don't care what you say.
Tell us how you shit yourself.
Yeah, tell us how you shit yourself in the comments down below me. Anyway, guys, anything else? Subscribe, hit that notification bell button. You'll be getting content from me every single day.
Shout out to
and Brandon is going to put up the things on TikTok so that way we can find out who won the conspiracy theory.
Oh, we'll fucking force him.
I will.
He's going to come out of quarantine.
It is my duty as this man's little.
Oh my God. Too far.
Holy shit, 19.2%. Anyway, sorry, I got stuck in my YouTube analytics. Anyway, guys, it's been your boy, SpinShootImpress, and Brandon.
I'm Oliver.
I'm Travis.
And I'm Will.
You guys listen to The Real Sensitive Guy Hours, episode 20. You guys have a great night.
Bye.